Hey Geekies, and welcome to the vlog for WASD Day 3 in September of 2023. Yeah, we played so many games. We played so many games. So for this one, we also still had, I think, yeah, we had DD and Ray with us, and we went over to another fun little game called Make Way. Make Way, I can best describe as a Mario Kart style game that meets Micro Machines, that meets a track builder in real time. And well, I guess kind of real time-ish. So what you do is you all pick a track piece, then you build the track that you're going to be racing down, and then you all race through multiple checkpoints to that finish. If you fall off the track, which is very easy to do, you respawn at the next checkpoint. So it does this sort of like attempt to catch you up, so you're not like trapped off the screen, because there's only one camera following the person who's in front. So you need to keep up with the first place, otherwise you will be knocked out until the next piece. That wasn't a negative to the game though, which I kind of expected it to be, but it wasn't. So that was pretty good. Yeah, so you do that. Once you finish that race, it then goes back to the track editor and you add to the track that you've already built. And you do this, I think it was 3 or 4 times. And then that's the complete race. And you always start from the very beginning, go through the part that you've now learned, onto the next part that you haven't learned, and then so on and so forth. It's fun. It's a lot of fun. I cannot wait for the game to come out. And we definitely need to do some party streams with that game. So then we went off to another party game. So you may remember back in the earlier WASD vlogs that we did, we talked about how we played Alien Hominid Invasion, which is coming to the Switch also with Alien Hominid. So you definitely need to get them because it will be awesome on the Switch. But anyway, Alien Hominid Invasion has a multiplayer up to 4 players. So we got to check out the multiplayer this time around and not just play it solo. The multiplayer definitely improves the experience. It was a lot of fun, and well, basically the next point is to stream it, and that's going to be a good time, an absolute good time. We then went over to another section and played a game called Beneath. Beneath is a 5 horror game. It was intense. Really intense. The environment was really cool. The way that you could interact with the environment was cool. The ammo was lacking, which we didn't know when we wandered into the game. We just assumed, because it was an FPS, that it would have plenty of ammo for me to fight and not worry and just go hell for leather. And in fact, it ended up being very limited. And because we spent all of our ammo rather quickly, we really struggled going any further in the game. So the next time we play that game, we will definitely think a little bit more about that. We then played Little Goody Two Shoes. So we have streamed Pocket Mirror. If you've been paying attention to any of our live streams, by the way, we're now back on Twitch. So, that's where we started. We started with Pocket Mirror. Links and all of that are going to appear as and when. So yeah, Little Goody Two Shoes. How to explain this? It's actually, why is that even a problem? It's not a problem. It is 90s magical girl animes meets Grim Tales put into a romance sim survival horror game. So the game splits out into 2 sections. You've got Daytime in the Village, which is your romance sim. So you're walking around, you're interacting with characters, you're trying to romance characters, you're trying to do fetch quests and other little things and develop the story. Nighttime has you trapped in some nightmare dream world where you need to survive the horrors of the night and then come back to the daytime. Freaking genius. Absolutely freaking genius combination there. and Astral Shift are the team behind it, and I cannot wait to see where it goes. It's part of the Square Enix collective, so this is Square Enix's like supporting of indie developers. Yeah, go wishlist it. Get Pocket Mirror on Steam as well. Give that a play. Pocket Mirror technically takes place in the future after Little Goody Two Shoes, but if you play Pocket Mirror, it gives you lots of little cool little bits that are going to be in Little Goody Two Shoes, so callbacks in a way. So I'm looking forward to seeing how that all develops. After that, we went and played Nivalis. Oh my god, this is such a cool, simple idea for a video game. You're in the cyberpunk future, and you are working. Well, you've basically inherit a fish shop, well, a restaurant, and fish shop, restaurant. What am I talking about? It's a noodle shop. You inherit a noodle shop, and this is a noodle shop management game. You need to travel off to different locations to create your farms and build up your veg and habitats, and you go fishing and all these other little things as you bring in all the stocks during your day part, and then you run your noodle bar, and you're basically serving and creating the menus and all of that kind of stuff. It's brilliant. I cannot wait for the game to drop. I am looking forward to it. We needed some tea. And then we went over and played Ghost Runner 2. Oh, so the demo that we played is out on PlayStation and Steam and all of that. So please go play it. We initially struggled to get used to the controls, but then we got straight into it and started flying through. We died a lot in the final fight of the game. I think we had like 60 something deaths. The motorcycle sequence was really freaking cool. It's just more of Ghost Runner, but it just felt so smooth and really good to play. I don't think there's much more I can say about that. And then we went and played Full Void. So Full Void is a pixel platform survival horror where you're one of the last survivors and you're trying to basically keep away from this machine monster that is hunting you down. It is an Evercade game as well as other platforms. And it's basically a new game release in that kind of art style. And yeah, I enjoyed the game. I don't think I'm going to pick it up though. It didn't quite tick the boxes of a game that would make me go, okay, I need to see where this ends. But it was still fun. Like, I'm not knocking it. It's definitely a game that I think other people out there will definitely enjoy quite a lot. But it just fell short of a game that I would like to play for the long run. And then another game that we went and checked out, it was a game called Tax Force. Tax Force is a very interesting idea for a platform brawler. You're basically playing as a tax collector, and you're going after contracts against billionaires who have been avoiding or fiddling the tax system so that they don't have to pay their fair share of taxes. Each of these billionaires is some kind of like supervillain. So like you've got the medical billionaire who has basically been charging way over price for their drugs, then claiming that all of the other expenditures is why they have to pay so little in taxes for it all, and they're not doing anything to help. Now, when you get to beating up, when you get to these billionaires, there's no fight. Instead, it's a conversation moment where you get to make some interesting decisions. You can either take a bribe and let them carry on as they are. You can, and that'll give you like power ups and other benefits, and they'll be basically in your pocket. You can force them to pay their taxes, and then that money will be used to improve whatever area. So like the medicine can like improve the medical part. And then there was a third option, which is pretty much a walk away and leave them as they are. And each of those have an impact as to how the city overall changes and develops. Yeah, I can't wait to see where that one goes. It was quite a bit of fun. And then the last game that we played at WASD, another game from Wired. And tomorrow, Thursday, I will play the last of the Wired games that are on display currently. Oh my God, Gory couldn't be more of a game that I need yesterday. It is a hack and slash game. You play as a cool ass cat on a freaking hoverboard, and you use the hoverboard as a weapon to battle zombie unicorns. I don't think I need to say anything more than that. You've got zombie unicorns charging you down, firing at you with crazy bullets. You've got big bosses that seem to be toys of different kinds. So like you've got a jack-in-the-box horror creature trying to hunt you down. The action is so smooth. The combat is so smooth. The abilities that you've got are just, it all just flows really freaking nicely. It gives me that vibe of original hack and slashers, but it's got that 3D platformer feel from like the late 90s, early noughties. Yeah, the demo wasn't enough. The demo was not enough. Go wishlist this game. You're gonna love it. We will definitely get the game, and it will be part of our first hour series that we started up. And yeah, but that's it. That was WASD, another freaking great event. With IGN, I forgot to mention this was with IGN. That's why there was a other games there. We did miss out on checking out Lord of the Fallen, and that's a shame. I really wanted to go and give that a go before its release, but you know what? It's fine. We will probably pick it up at some point, but with budgeting and all of that, I think it's going to have to be a game post Christmas at this point. But we'll see. We'll see. Maybe things will change. Who knows? Anyway, as overall, WASD twice in a year. Yes, I like that. More of that, please. My comments about things that they could improve. Well, they made the changes about the press stuff, so there was no food being done in the press area, and the press area instead ended up, well, what was the press area ended up being turned into the stage and a lot of the job career aspects, which was pretty cool. It was definitely pretty cool, but I do feel that somehow we had less space for games, so it definitely needs to have more games at the next WASD. And the other thing is that the food this time round was very overpriced. So again, I would highly recommend sort of like less bougie food. Like I just want some straightforward classic gamer food that is cheap and affordable. Like get some pizzerias in selling cheap pizza slices and that's all we need. Like don't bring in the weird things. Although their vegan brownie was very nice, I just can't justify the idea of paying like 7-8 quid for like a tiny sandwich. So yeah, we basically went to Tesco and got food, which ate into our time. I would like to not have to leave the venue and be able to eat and just get back to it. But anyway, that was WSD. We met lots of cool content creators. We've got a crew with us for EGX because of meeting people at WASD. So highly recommend this as a content creator. Highly recommend it as a gamer. If you like video games, and if you like indie video games especially, WASD is a great place to go and experience the indie games before they come out and work out what you want to get. For content creators, it's just a really good place to get to know the devs and the producers before their games come out so that we can have a better interaction. And it leads to things like our new game and chat series where we got to game and chat with Tony of Dungeon Golf. And these are cool things. So we need more of these things. Anyway, that's a wrap for WASD 2023. The next bunch of vlogs will be about EGX, and then we'll start considering other potential things that we will vlog about at some point, because I think like these nice one-to-one vlog videos are a good thing to have. So we'll pick different topics that we can vlog about as we go on. But for now, until next time, keep it geeky.